accusing me of being a Real Madrid fan.
This is camera 4K
Okay,
right now.
I like Real Madrid, yeah. I'm not going to deny that.
Do you support Real
I
Madrid?
don't love Real Madrid. If they lose against Arsenal, I'm not going to cry.
Do you support Real Madrid as your second team, yes or no?
Second team, the second team. I don't have a second team. I like Real Madrid.
Do you follow Real Madrid?
I do follow Real Madrid.
Do you watch their games?
I do watch their games.
Do you want them to win?
I want them to win because it's
So
the team.
you support Real Madrid? What are we doing?
Yo guys, and welcome back to another video of the FTF podcast, full-time footy show, Champions League preview, quarterfinals. Been going for quite a minute. Not really consistent recently.
19 days.
Yeah, I blame you though.
Yeah.
I don't know why I blame you, but I just blame you.
Just blame you.
And yeah, some good games upcoming in the Champions League. On Tuesday.
Hate watchers
upcoming.
Yeah.
Arsenal are playing.
Yeah.
How do you feel? What do you think's going to happen?
It's
Before we get into it.
Unsuccessful hate watch
You're going to lose.
for you guys.
So, yeah. Arsenal, Real Madrid, the first game. I think it's only right to start with that game.
Yeah, the biggest
Arsenal
game.
in the quarterfinals. After how many years, by the way, have Arsenal...
Last year, yeah.
Last year. Last year. But I'm saying before that.
Last year.
You were probably 4 years old.
Okay.
When it happened. But yeah, so the Emirates, first game at the Emirates, first leg at the Emirates. Me as a fan, I'd like to play second leg.
Yeah.
At home
I also
after.
want to play second leg.
Your home first leg.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think I was optimistic
Yeah.
going to Tuesday, but obviously we know what happened in the Premier League last week with Gabriel Magalhaes. Speedy recovery, hopefully, brother. But he's gone for the rest of the season.
He's not playing again.
He's a hamstring, was it surgery?
Yeah.
So he's going to be gone, which means we've got a young boy stepping in for him.
Who's that?
Kivior.
Oh, young.
Yeah.
How old is he?
Younger than Gabriel,
There's not really a young boy, is
but
there?
he's young.
Okay.
He plays young, and
That's mad.
yeah, sorry, but yeah, he's stepping in.
Yeah.
So it's a bit shaky, obviously.
Well, Ben White, can he play there?
But no, I doubt he's gonna put him there. I doubt Arteta's gonna put him there. Timber's gonna stay in right back. I don't know how he's gonna set up.
Is he even fit?
Yeah, Timber's fit. He's okay. He had a little niggle
he
in that
was
game,
down
in
last
that same
game.
game, but he was alright. He stayed, finished the did he finish the game?
Okay.
I can't remember. But he should be fine. But I'm optimistic, man. I'm optimistic. My boy Saka's back, thank God. Been a long minute.
Scored.
Missed 101 games and then came back and scored in his first 6 minutes. That's
How many?
How
many?
Missed 101 days, sorry. 101 days. Yes.
No, it wasn't that for years.
But yeah, I'm optimistic about the game, man. Well, I'm not. And yeah.
Do you think he'll go through? Do you think he'll go through?
I think we need to take it game by game. I think we need to get a 1 or 2 goal lead at the Emirates. If we can get a 2-goal lead at the Emirates, I think we can
the Bernabeu's
go to the
scary,
Bernabeu
man.
and just lock up the park, I reckon.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know because Real Madrid have been in bad form recently.
Yes.
I mean, they lost the last game against
They've been
Valencia.
slipping up in the league anyway.
But yeah, so now is a good time to actually play Real Madrid. But you say that, is it ever really a good time
It's
to play Real Madrid?
never a good time with them.
Because there's so much star quality in that team.
And we know what they're like in the Champions League. That's their tournament. But Arsenal just had a very merry season, man. Like
The Everton game last game wasn't good
we've
either.
been very, very unlucky with injuries.
Yeah.
And at least if we do lose, then that's the excuse I'm gonna use. That's
Yeah.
why we didn't win.
Yeah, fair. No Havertz, no... Saka's going to start though now, surely. I think...
Yeah, but I don't know what he's gonna
the
do with
timing's good for
Noneri.
him. Huh?
I don't know what's gonna happen with Noneri though.
I don't think he'll start.
It does look
I
like
don't
he's
think
gonna miss
I
it,
don't
which
think
is
he'll play.
unfortunate because he's been on great form. He's helped us a lot.
He's been good.
But it's obviously when you're taking the place of or filling in for the place of a player of Saka's level, then can't expect it.
That's a bit, yeah. What do you think is
I think
the outcome of this tie?
To be honest, I thought preview is a very kind word, to be fair. I don't think
This
there's
is already a review.
I don't think there's anything to
Real Madrid won.
preview. I think we should do the review now, to be fair. Because I think it's a game where Arsenal are going to be out there.
So you don't give him a prayer?
No, I think it's going to be a game where some of the players will just swap shirts after the game, get some Real Madrid shirts to put in the cabinet.
Oh my word.
It's not going to
Don't
be
give
any...
you their chance at all.
I don't think so, no. And it's probably the worst team to play in the Champions League, Real Madrid, a team that is quite renowned to win. Well, they won the most Champions Leagues in history. And Arsenal, a team who's only recently come into the Champions League, come into the fold of the Champions League, not really there, man. I'll say they're a newcomer. They're a newcomer, to be fair.
We bought Real Madrid before, man.
Okay, don't
We
be
got
too
good
harsh.
history against them.
Don't be too harsh.
Why?
Nah, like, they get bopped.
I'm not getting bopped. We got good history
Okay, man,
against
okay,
them,
you know
bro.
what it is? You're playing well, but I just don't think you're going to win. Bro, Real Madrid...
We don't have a striker.
This is years and years of...
We don't have a striker. We don't have a left centre
Bro,
back.
it's just a mad thing.
We don't have this. We don't have that. We don't have a cam. Everything's all janky. It's all over the place.
So you think you're going to get knocked out? You're saying you're going to get knocked out? You think you're going to go through?
By hook or by crook. I think we're gonna do
What does that mean?
We're gonna get through in the jammiest way possible.
Crook.
Genuinely, I think we're gonna get through. Moreno.
You actually
Marino.
you think you're going to knock Real Madrid out?
Yes, I think we're gonna beat them.
When did you play Real Madrid?
06, Henri. Remember that?
Long time
don't
ago.
remember that game, but Henri was fantastic in that game.
You played-
That's one of Henri's few Champions League
Beat them 1-0.
performances where he was good.
I mean, he was good in the Champions League, just not in finals. But it's fine.
You know what I mean? That's probably Henry's most iconic game.
His most iconic game?
Yeah.
Maybe one of. He was very good that game.
It was incredible.
Fantastic
That game, to be fair. Yeah, and I think they got to the final that year, right? And lost to Barcelona. 06.
Was it that? Yeah.
I think it was that same year. If it was, maybe might have been the year before. I don't know. It's in that time span anyway. 05, 06.
Okay.
I think. I'll go. Actually, go on.
I was just gonna say, like, obviously Arsenal. This is the last actual competition that you can win.
Yeah.
Might as well go gun ho in this. Innit?
Gun ho, go all
mad.
in. You will still lose, but just go. Show some passion, desire. Show some effort. And I think what the real questions need to be asked after this tie is, what do you do with Arteta? Obviously, it's 4 years and counting now, no trophies. How many years has it been?
About
Five, 6 years, no trophy. Yeah. It's the season apparently where you said that Arsenal were going to win the league. You didn't win the league. It's a season where you're now in the quarterfinal of the Champions League, the same round where you got knocked out by Bayern Munich. Was it like 7-1? How was it?
It's a season where...
When? A long time ago.
No. Last season, what was it? Sorry.
What was the 7-1?
Okay.
That was like 3-1.
3-1.
Also
I
a
don't know, something like
season
that.
where Arsenal have had 7 of our starters have long-term injuries throughout the season, and also
Here we go.
deal with
I think
disgusting officiating in the Premier League.
Oh, only Arsenal.
It's
only Arsenal.
a season where that has also happened, you know.
Only Arsenal.
So
man.
the Premier
It's
League,
only ever Arsenal.
we know-
when is it ever anyone else?
We know what's good with the Premier League.
You
bro.
know,
we know, but you're not listening to my main point. All the injuries that we've had, bro.
But
the
injuries-
list goes on and on
Injuries
and
are part
on,
of
bro.
sport.
Injuries are self-inflicted.
We've been. I wouldn't
A
say
lot of
that-
them are self-inflicted. I'll be honest
No,
with you.
maybe Arteta has
That's
been
what I found out with United
Maybe
this
Arteta has been a bit rigorous in training, or like he's not rotating a squad enough.
Yeah.
And we've been very lucky with injuries over the past 2-3 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it was going to catch up eventually, but it's just the fashion in which it has, bro. We've been, we're victims. Well, I had the season we're victims.
But the thing is, you're saying that now, but you're also saying that you're going through. So which one is it? Is it you're going through, or is it injuries? Or you're making excuses,
What?
premeditated
Yeah, that-
excuses?
yeah.
So you've
That's what we're doing. He's playing both sides.
exactly. He's playing
playing both sides of the fence.
You're saying you're going to go through, but if you don't, here's why.
Exactly.
Yep.
And I don't care why, because it's out. But anyway, what I think is going to happen is, I do
And
think...
he's in the Europa League and he's in the Conference League.
I don't know.
But it's Champions League round. So
What I do think is, Real Madrid... I don't know. I don't think they'll play
They're
well
not gonna bop us.
necessarily. I don't think they're going to destroy Arsenal. I think it'll be quite close, especially this first game on Tuesday at
Timber's
Emirates.
going to lock up Vinny.
Put your hand on. But yeah, I do think eventually Real Madrid will just push through, man. And Mbappé, Vinicius.
Yeah, they have that inevitability. But
You know what I mean? It's easy to say, but I do think it's also
the thing
true.
is though, like with Real Madrid, it's either gonna go one or two ways. It's either they're gonna smoke Arsenal like I don't know, like by 4 or 5 goals in the 2 legs.
Never
Yeah.
ever.
Or
Over
it's
2
going to
legs.
be a close game and Arsenal's going to have some hopes and then the dreams are going to be crushed. In no instance do
So
I
yours-
think... There's no instance do I think that Arsenal are going to win the
Paul
tie.
gave 2 probabilities and both of them Real Madrid win.
Yeah. That's genuinely how I see
Yeah,
it.
enough, man. I
And
can't
also,
wait- I can't wait
I
to
think
come back,
this Arsenal home first, right?
Yeah,
So I think
unfortunately.
this game determines whether or not... Because if you... Do you think if you get like a 1-0 lead at home and you play the second leg at the Bernabeu, you think you can go through or no?
That's why I said I want a 2-0 lead at the victory. 2-goal lead.
So you think 2-0
We all want
at
things.
Emirates.
We all want things.
You think 2-0 is enough to win the tie?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen Real Madrid do worse.
Bro.
Yeah, we all have. But I believe in my team and I believe in our defensive
Listen,
structure.
listen,
capabilities.
I like that you're confident in your team, and I like that you're not, submissive to Real Madrid, and I like that you do believe in your team, and it's nice to see for a change. It really is, and I'm happy that you're doing this and backing your team. However,
Bit patronising.
no, but I am
Okay.
genuinely, because it's Real Madrid at the end of the day.
Yeah, I guess.
But it was hard to,
Arsenal haven't lost in 7 matches, to be fair.
I just the thing is,
Arsenal. We've never won in the UCL. We never won. In
no.
Champions League
What I was
before.
trying to say is Arsenal's has just have no UCL heritage.
Yeah, like I said,
I think,
we've never won the
the
Champions League
competition
before.
in the Champions League. Sometimes Real Madrid they what do you call it? They go beyond form. You know what I mean? They supersede form or what form is in the Champions League, because it's
Yeah,
just
it doesn't mean anything to
It doesn't mean anything. It goes out the
Doesn't mean
window with Real
anything
Madrid
to them, yeah.
because it's their competition. It's just Champions League. Let's lock in. Let's win.
They don't
No,
really play their
genuinely, it's the
occasion.
worst team to play in the Champions League. Like,
Of course, man. We know this. But football is full of upsets.
But on the
So-
other side,
That's what's going on for the upsetting.
upset. But it's true though. It's possible. It's possible. There's a very slim chance, but it's possible.
Everything's possible.
But the only hope that you do have is that they do have a very leaky defense. Real Madrid. They are conceding goals. They haven't kept a clean sheet in the last 8 games. So Arsenal, look, the way what I do not want Arteta to do is to be submissive at the Emirates Stadium. Don't let Real Madrid have the ball and kind of.
I don't think
Why
you
would we
will.
let them do that?
No.
When
But
did
it
we
might
ever
be,
see
it might be a
Arteta
thing
do that?
where it's just a respect thing where you think, oh, Real Madrid are gonna be.
And that's suicide.
Yeah. So I think you have to go.
You have to
gun-ho.
play our game. We
Not
will.
gun ho. control.
We're gonna play our game.
know, man.
Control, keep your heads. Don't play the
Play
occasion.
how we play, bro.
Don't play the occasion. Is in like Real Madrid. Oh, let's
Real Madrid
be-
Champions
yeah.
League quarterfinals.
Play the game.
Play style
Play the
like
game. Play the game. No,
But that's
play how you usually.
No,
play.
but that's the thing. I could see that happening, and if that happens, that is like
That's suicide.
Yeah, because I think going back to like last season when they played Bayern Munich, they kind of tried to play the same thing, same kind of football. Their beliefs, his beliefs in football, whatever
yeah,
that is,
yeah.
and he might think, okay, I've done that last season. Let me try
Take back a
do
little
the
bit.
defensive,
Yeah.
well, the defensive thing, anyways. But let me try to do something different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could see Arteta doing something like that, and that's where I think you are going to. It's hard to back that because like why would you play a certain play style and then end up doing that? So I don't want Arteta to do. I don't care. I don't care for Arsenal, but I'm saying
But it wouldn't be good to see.
As an Arsenal fan, you wouldn't want Arteta to go and do that. Do you know what I mean?
agree.
Let me just say this one thing before we wrap it up because we've been talking about Arsenal for a long time. Declan Rice will be one of the best players on the pitch over both of the legs.
He's gonna have to be. for
He
you
will,
guys to
he
win.
will prove his price tag.
I think that Real Madrid midfield would absolutely decimate him.
I mean,
to
the
be honest.
midfield as a collective is much better than ours, of course, but I'm talking about Declan Rice as an individual. He will be one of
He's
the
gonna have
best
to step
players
up.
on the pitch,
Yeah,
and you'll see it.
He's gonna have to.
And I know people like you don't really rate Declan Rice. You'll rate him after
I
that.
don't rate his.
You'll rate him after that.
I don't rate his.
But to be fair, he
on
doesn't,
top.
he
I don't rate his-
doesn't rate Bellingham, to be fair, so I don't know why I listen to him.
I don't. Bellingham hopefully will show something on Tuesday.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully.
So,
And
yeah.
Rice, and hopefully Rice will improve his on
Rice
the ball
will
game.
do what he does, man.
which he should have done. 3
Rice
years
will
long
do what
time
he
ago.
does,
Yeah,
man.
I agree. But yeah, man, that's Real Madrid, Arsenal, Dortmund against Barcelona.
Barcelona, the best team on planet Earth right now, in my opinion.
Okay, so right now, what's the stadium called? Since it's your team,
Who?
Barcelona stadium right now. What's it called?
But that's not their stadium.
What's
That's
it-
their
I know, what's it called,
That's
though?
their temporary stadium.
That's the second
It's
season
called-
in the stadium.
It's called San Jose.
No, it's
Baraton.
not. It's not.
Check.
San Jose Calderon.
Wallah, I'm not far off though.
I'm
But
trying
it's your
shit.
team, though.
I'm lying. I said Wallahi as well. We just got. So Wallahi.
No,
I'm waffling.
but based
And he
on-
believed me. And he believed me.
It's not far off.
The stadium name is Olympic Luis Companys. If I said it wrong, Barca fans, Spanish fans, I'm sorry. He was very wrong. Yeah, I said it right. Thank you, bro.
but you baited me. You baited me though.
I did bet you.
You did bait me.
Yeah, I had to.
No, I can't shake hands off that. Anyway, listen, let me ask you a question. Is it Camp Nou or New Camp?
New.
New camp.
It's Camp
Nou.
No, don't try it. It's Camp
Potato,
Nou.
potato.
No, it's not Potato. Don't disrespect Barcelona
It's Nou
fans.
Camp.
I didn't say that.
It's
It's a Spotify camp.
Spotify.
It is Spotify, to be fair. It's Spotify.
Yeah, so you're wrong.
Hey, can we get into the
Still
preview?
wrong.
Can we get into the preview?
Trying to get onto me,
Can
still
we get into the
wrong.
preview?
Huh?
Can we get into the preview?
Get to the preview.
My team Barcelona, top of the league this season. Recently smoked Atletico Madrid in the Copa del Rey semi-finals, and currently the best team on planet Earth.
Never really
Win-
smoked. One by one goal. but-
Win top 3 best players on earth, 2 of them playing for Barcelona. Lamine Yamal and Rafinha.
No Pedri mention. Unbelievable footballer.
But I said top 2 out of top 3 in the world. I would say Pedro.
Who's number 3?
I'd have Pedro over Rafinha as one of the best players in the world.
Not right now.
I'll
Who's number 3?
Up for Dembele. Give it Dembele.
No Mohamed Salah mention.
I'm Salah 4.
Jude.
No, but Barcelona. So you think Barcelona will go through? Yeah, just like that. You think Barcelona?
I think
win?
Barcelona
My
go through.
team.
I think Barcelona go through, and even though they played each other in the group stages, this
Yes.
season, and Barcelona won.
They did. And
Barcelona
Dortmund did really well that
It was
game.
close though. It was like 3-2.
Barcelona in the last 5 minutes. Ferran Torres goal, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Great memory from me.
Maybe.
Thank you. Pretty
Yeah.
sure confirmed. But yeah, so Barca going through. Yeah, I think Barca definitely going through. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. So why are you asking me twice?
I just had to,
I mean, Barcelona are the best
What do
team
you
on earth. Do we agree here? The best team on earth right now.
Can we not? This sounds crazy, though.
I don't know about that tag though.
They are the best team on earth.
No, let's not say on earth.
Maybe.
They're just the best team in football right now.
What's the difference between football?
No, it's the
and
same
earth?
thing, but I don't like it. It just
Yeah,
sounds
earth,
too crazy.
man.
Too lazy.
Okay, the best team in professional football.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
the best
Okay,
team
now
right now.
Barca right now most informed team.
And they play the most entertaining football. And they make you love football as well. And they got a great coach, Hansi Flick. And they got some of the greatest.
where's this Barca glaze
some of the
coming
greatest
from?
young
This
players
is
in the
new.
world.
This is very, very new.
No, but
Jumping on
He
the
starts
bandwagon.
supporting them just when they're about to win the league. Come on, bro.
no, well, you do dislike their 17-year-old winger, Lamine Yamal.
Okay, all I said was his trim's really bad, and it is. It's not great.
Not the greatest.
His trim's not
But
great.
he's one
He
of the
gets away
best
with
in
it
the world
because
right
he's one of
now,
the best
so
players in the world. Yeah, I
get away
agree.
with it.
Yeah.
But I just think,
Rightfully so.
Lamine Yamal and one of the best, not just midfielders, players in the world right now. Pedri, oh my god! And if you watch Pedri closely every game, it's not really a Busquets thing where like you watch the game, you see Busquets. Nah, but if you watch Pedri not even like closely, like just watch him normally. The guy's fantastic.
He's the truth, bro.
He's so good. He's so good at everything. One of the best players in the world. Commander Rafinha, Ferran Torres, who's been getting a lot of goals even off the bench. Lewandowski, Lamine
He's
Yamal.
just greedy. I'll be honest. Just greedy.
You got Casado there, Gavi,
Fermin Lopez,
very good player. But was also really good in the Euros and the 21s. But no, their team is stacked.
Barcelona have not lost a game in 22 games.
There you go then.
Huh?
22 matches, they have not lost a game.
Is
the
it?
last 22 matches.
All I knew is that their last sixes have been no, actually, they
Well,
drew the other day.
it goes further than that.
They drew the other day, but they luckily for them, Real Madrid actually lost.
Yeah.
So they are gaining some daylight in the La Liga race. 4 points ahead of Real Madrid.
As they should.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't say they have one eye in La Liga because that
Anything
4
can
point gap.
happen. Yeah.
But they are able to sort of focus on the Champions League as much as they can. And if they end up winning both and Copa del Rey, a treble
That is taking
So give the Ballon d'Or to the player who deserves it.
from Barcelona. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. So no, I like Dortmund's team. I like Sergio Guirassy, Felix Nmecha, who United have been having talks with.
Nmecha,
Really good player. Jamie Bino Gittins, Julian
Gittins,
Brandt,
my boy.
Schlotterbeck.
Chuckle-maker.
Chukwemeka Kyle one of them. Really good player to watch.
Yeah, good player.
Nice core of players.
Yeah. Schlotterbeck, Hummels.
Yeah, but for the first 6 months in the Bundesliga, they were actually really bad.
Just speaking.
Dortmund really poor for a long time.
Well,
they gained some form recently after they sacked Nuri Sahin.
Well, they haven't kept a clean sheet in the last 6 games, and they're playing the team who scored the
scores
most
goals in Europe.
In Europe, I think they scored almost over 100 goals in 2024.
Lewandowski has 35 goals in all comps.
Well, that's
36. And he's 38.
Exactly.
So he's in his own prime.
Well, let me give you an early prediction. I think Barcelona are going to win the Champions League. I'd love. And
What a take.
Okay.
Who'd have thought?
Listen,
You have to get in your bag for that one, bro.
I'd love an El Clasico final though.
I wouldn't.
Of course.
Because
I don't know. It could be quite a bad game.
Yeah, actually, thinking about it, that wouldn't be great.
no, you wouldn't want it because you'd get smoked.
I don't think
You'd
so.
lose the game.
You're saying the obvious
You'd
right
lose the game. Just like you're going to lose the Copa del Rey final as well. You're going to lose the Copa del Rey final.
I don't support Real
You're going to
Madrid.
lose the league. You're going to lose 3 out of 3 to Barcelona.
My team plays in England.
We
You're
all
gonna
watch the
lose
Premier
3
League.
out of 3 to Barcelona.
My team's English.
Well, you would support Real Madrid. You do.
I don't support
You
Real
do
Madrid.
support Real Madrid, but now you're hiding because you're in the ruins.
He's kind of screaming.
You're in the ruins. You're in the ruins now. You're not the team you were once. You don't have Ronaldo. You don't have Benzema.
Where is this
and
coming
now you're gonna lose La Liga to Barcelona. You're gonna lose the Copa del Rey to Barcelona. And if you make it to the final, jump over that hurdle first. Then you're gonna lose that final against Barcelona. 3 out of 3. Embarrassing. Go home.
Go home.
So that rant
I don't
right
know
there,
where it came from.
accusing me of being a Real Madrid fan.
This is camera 4K.
Okay,
right now.
I like Real Madrid. Yeah, I'm not going to deny that.
Do you support Real
I
Madrid?
don't love Real Madrid.
Do you
If they
sup-
lose against Arsenal, I'm not going to cry.
Do you support Real Madrid as your second team? Yes or no?
The second team. I don't have a second team. I like Real Madrid.
Do you follow Real Madrid?
I do follow Real Madrid.
Do you watch their games?
I do watch their games.
Do you want them to win?
I want them to win because it's
So
the team.
you support Real Madrid? What are we doing?
It's the last team remaining that I kind of like. Really, I don't care about any other team.
No, but why act like it's bad to have like a second team outside?
I know, I do, but I'm saying the way you're putting on me is like I love them and
I'm
if
not
they
saying that's
lose,
your
I'll
first
be
team.
devastated in that.
It's not about that. I'm saying you followed them since a young child, since Ronaldo's playing for them, right?
And he's not there anymore.
But okay.
Ever since he left, I don't really care about Real Madrid. When he was there, I did.
That's a lie, though. You still love Mbappé, Vini, Rodrigo.
I like those players.
Out of
They're good players.
Barca Madrid, who do you like more?
Of course, Real Madrid.
Okay.
That's not a secret. I'm agreeing with you there. But I'm saying the way you're putting it on me is as if they lose, I'm devastated, I'm crying, I'm heartbroken. No.
I think in this case,
Screaming as well. No, it wasn't really worth that, to be honest with you.
well, 3 out of 3. It's gonna be embarrassing. Don't watch the game.
For me or for Real Madrid?
You who supports Real Madrid, the second team.
Guys.
Anyways, we're diverging. That's later
You're
down the line.
divergent.
That's later down the line.
Later down the line, we can talk about that later down the
Later
line.
down the line. My team, second team, Barcelona, will win
Since when, though?
the Champions League. Since my boy Lamine Yamal came through, I can't lie.
It's a bandwagon,
It's
man.
a new thing,
It's so
it's a new thing.
boring. It's so boring.
Yeah, well.
I've only heard
Support the best team in the world.
I've only
That's
heard
so
this on the
boring.
panel. I've only heard on FTF.
If only awful fans could be like you.
No, because
boring sport would be.
Because I did what you did with Ronaldo basically. I love Lamine Yamal, so I'm following Lamine Yamal.
He's 17. He's younger than you by 6 years.
He's a footballer that plays with.
Don't compare me liking Ronaldo to you liking Lamine Yamal.
Why are you arguing with him?
What? No,
6 years younger than him.
Why are you arguing?
Why is he bringing?
What are you doing?
Why is he bringing
You just
up?
said he started supporting Barcelona
Why is
since
he bringing
Lamine
up?
Yamal.
Why is he bringing?
Oh wait,
Why are you arguing with him, bro?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Silly me,
anyway?
silly me.
Nothing.
Very, very good game. Two teams who are top of the league, top of their respective leagues in Italy and Germany. Inter Milan against Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
I believe the game is at the Allianz Arena. Is it called Allianz Arena still?
Allianz
Still called
Arena,
Allianz Arena,
yeah.
isn't it?
Which is where the final's been held as well.
Yeah, I think Bayern more or less haven't secured the league title, but they're 6 points ahead of Bayer Leverkusen.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So-
Harry Kane is gonna get a trophy.
So yeah, he's gonna get a trophy eventually.
Yeah.
Finally, sorry. So now maybe they don't have the mental fatigue that that you have in a title race. You know what I mean? So they can kind of focus on that game. Inter Milan are 4 points ahead of second place in Serie A. So, you know, two very strong teams, two teams
Similar
who
level,
are,
I'd say.
Yeah, similar level. Two teams who are very good in Europe a lot of the time, and two teams who are very, very good teams, man, in Europe. So,
It'll be
what are we thinking there? This is a tough game to call.
I'm calling Munich, man. Bayern Munich. Yeah, Bayern Munich.
That's an easy thing to say though, but
It's not the easy thing to say.
The main thing to talk about is Musiala's injury. Like that's one of
I'm forgetting
no
it.
Joao Musiala.
That's one of
He's out.
Bayern Munich's most creative players.
Best players.
Musiala is like the center, the focus of Bayern. Even more than Harry Kane, Sane, Elise, all of them. So like him being
It
injured.
goes through him, yeah.
Yeah, in the last game I think they played, he got injured.
Yeah,
so
they went through
hamstring
one of them.
injury. Which
was bad.
And they said that he's gonna miss the game.
He's going to miss the game. Hamstring injury, yeah.
Even with Musiala, I would back Inter, you know. I think Inter are more balanced.
Even with Musiala.
Even with Musiala, I
Balanced,
think
yeah,
they're more
Inter
balanced
balanced,
team.
yeah.
I think they're more balanced. They're very good in transition. Inzaghi's a very good coach, very top coach.
Such a good coach.
And they have a lot of height in their team, a lot of physicality in their
Yeah.
team. So I think even if Musiala was there, I think Inter probably would have won. To be fair, I'll back Inter in this.
And the way Inter plays is so good to watch.
Yeah.
Like the way they build out is fluid.
They're so tactically diverse.
I think Lautaro's been out for the past few games, and I think he's fit for this game now in the Champions League against Bayern. I think I'm backing Inter as well because I do like Bayern, and they have right now one of the best players in the world for me, Mikel. There's going to be a lot of onus on him though. You know, with Musiala out, him playing that hybrid right wing role he's played all season.
They play close to each other as well.
Close to each other, yeah. They do like to interlink with each other, so it'd be interesting to see who replaces Musiala in that team in the lineup. But
Probably
yeah,
Tom
I think
Smaller,
Elise just like, separately has been fantastic.
Yeah.
Kane is scoring goals like bro.
As he
that
always
guy is
does.
so
though.
good.
As he always does.
Yeah, but I don't know. Kane in big games though has been spooky and like
What, for Bayern or in general?
in general.
In general.
In the Premier,
In
okay, in the
the-
Premier, he
in the
scored a lot of big
general-
games.
in general,
I'm
it's
saying
a
like
big game.
he's had times where I'm saying Euros, Champions League final. You know what I
Who
mean?
did it end
World
up
Cup.
losing to last season in the Champions League?
Bayern.
Yeah.
Real Madrid. Vinicius was
So,
incredible.
there we are then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you know what I mean. But no, I think if I had to pick a team to win, I'll go Inter Milan. I would go. I think the Musiala injury for Bayern Munich is detrimental. I really
The
do.
thing
I
is,
think that
though,
is a big factor. but
Detrimental, yeah.
I feel like, as you said, Elise one of the best players in the world right now. Harry Kane going crazy. Also Kimmich. Kimmich this season
Very
has been probably one of the best midfielders
Yeah,
in the
he's
league,
fantastic.
in the world.
In Europe,
bro.
yeah.
I think he's got stats like most passes complete, most touches,
Captain as well.
old midfield, is the captain, most forward passes, most short passes, most long. Like, he's been amazing this season.
He's really good, yeah.
So I think they've got three literally players that are playing out of
can
their
win you a
skin.
game.
They can all win you a game. And also, like, of course, Inter's a very good team. Technically, it's very, very good. But I just feel like even in their build-up as well, you said it's good build-up, but it's a bit booky. Sometimes the centre backs are going into midfield.
Yeah,
Midfield
but
are
it's
dropping
fluid
in.
though.
Yeah, but
Fluid.
if you,
Really good.
if you lose the ball there, Kane's going to pounce
No,
on
the
that,
risk-
bro.
risk is
give,
worth the
give,
reward
Give
at the
Kane
end of the day.
a chance to make a goal. He's going to take that.
Yeah. But
Let me just list some of the injuries that Bayern have currently. They have Alphonso Davies out, Upamecano out,
yeah, it's techie.
Jamal Musiala out, Manuel Neuer out, Pavlovic out, and Kingsley Coman out. And that is with Inter Milan as their next game. So
Yeah.
I do not see Bayern winning this game. I don't. Their injured team is low-key better than their first team. I'm not even joking.
Okay, yeah, no, actually.
Yeah,
I
but
was,
no,
I was thinking of just Upamecano and Musiala. I'm forgetting.
Davis,
quite a few
Neuer.
injuries there. I can't lie to you.
So I'm going to
Be convinced.
go back and I'm going to give it to Inter Milan.
And Inter haven't
Well
lost their
done.
last 10 games as well.
Yeah. So
That
Arsenal
was
versus Inter Milan in the semi-finals probably, yeah.
What fixture is this?
In the semi-finals.
Is this?
Champions League semi-finals.
You have to win.
2025 Champions League semi-finals. Sorry, do I need to make it more clear?
You have to win though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Arsenal versus Inter Milan.
Okay.
Bayern beat Inter in the last 2 games as well that they played, obviously, ages ago, a couple years ago.
I think that ends now though. I think Inter
You
win.
reckon?
I think Inter win.
We'll see. We'll
But
see.
yeah, next game we should talk about. I reckon PSG Villa. Aston Villa.
You reckon PSG Villa or Barca?
I think we should talk about that. Huh?
Or Barca Dortmund.
It doesn't really matter. I just thought PSG Villa because Aston Villa quarterfinal Champions
Fun
League.
game, that's what I
Okay,
was
go
saying.
on. Go
Get
on.
me.
Go on.
PSG really good to watch. PSG have won the league already, by the way,
Mathematically.
with 7 games left to go in first week of April. So Ronaldo wasn't really wrong. Was he when I was talking about League saying that, you know what I mean, it's not the greatest competition wise. There are a lot of amazing young players that come out of France, and players from League 1 do transition well to other leagues historically. But as a competition, the League 1 is quite, it's a monopoly. It's a monopoly,
Yeah, literally,
monopoly
that's the
really.
perfect way to
So
describe it.
Cristiano was correct. Who'd have thought? You know?
I think that's a bit off topic though, because obviously you make everything about Ronaldo on this
Yeah.
FTF show.
I'm
It's
talking
not-
about Champions League right
And
now. And
we
I know
are
he is Mr. Champions
We
League,
are.
but
He's Mr. Champions League. Champions League. So it's only right I bring him up at least once in the video.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it has an effect on the game, on this game, because PSG have won the league. They've cruised to the league. Their players aren't really tired.
How many matches left? Like,
There's like 7-8 games left.
So
it's the first week
They
of
can make
April.
off now,
We're in the first week of April, and they've won the league.
no, it can't be off. But if it weren't for Champions League, they probably could go on holiday. To be fair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And in general, they've cruised to the league. There's no mental fatigue there. Their players are all fit. There's no injuries. So they can put all their focus on this game against Aston Villa, who are in the quarterfinals of the Champions League for the first time in how long?
I mean, even against Liverpool, their previous tie, they literally rotated the whole team just for that tie because they can, because they know they're going to win the league.
And Luis Enrique rotates for fun because he has so many good players in his team.
mentally that does. I think that does everything for a team.
Yeah.
I mean, they are playing Villa, who they would have beaten anyway.
Probably.
But listen, I do like Villa and I do like Unai Emery in Europe, and
Yeah.
he has done some really good. He's won a lot of trophies in Europe. However, I do think their journey ends here.
Yeah, exactly.
Because PSG are, for me, one of the favourites in the Champions League this year. They're also one of the best teams to watch. They're so good. They got Doué, they
so
got
fun.
Barcola, they got Kvaratskhelia, they got Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha, João Neves. Their team is stacked of talent, and I just think Villa. It's been a lovely run.
But the thing is,
Nice story.
Yeah, nice story. Polar bear in Arlington, Texas, right now.
Bit harsh.
No, I think so.
I think that's Arsenal.
Okay.
Right?
I mean, yeah, but Villa are a good team.
Europa League.
Recently struggled in the Premier League, starting to pick up some form in the Premier League, though. To be fair, but
Yeah, beating
when it
Forest.
comes
Too
to
little,
playing
too late.
PSG in a Champions League quarter final, even though PSG's heritage in the Champions League ain't
not
really
great.
great,
It's not great.
anyways. But it's just
They're a
like
better team though, man.
the difference in class is there, but it would be one of the.
Biggest
I think
shocks.
it would be a bigger shock than Arsenal beating Real Madrid. You know.
You reckon?
I think so, genuinely.
Fairs.
I think Villa beating PSG is a bigger shock than
Just because of how well PSG are playing as
and
well.
that's not.
Because PSG are a joke this season.
They're really good.
And also, it's just the difference.
I forgot to
though.
mention Dembele as well when I was saying the players. I forgot to
Dembele,
mention
what,
Dembele.
Ballon d'Or?
Dembele, of course, yeah.
When
On
he's
the
in the
cards,
Ballon d'Or
on the
running.
cards, yeah, on the
Under.
cards.
He's been so good. I think
100%.
since December he scored 20 plus goals.
Is it?
And that's been 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, it's been going crazy.
He's been really, really good.
I mean, the thing is though, if you look at both teams' form currently, PSG won the last 6 games, Villa won the last 8.
Yeah.
So
But-
it's like
and
it's a
and Villa
great
are playing
time.
a
It's a
lot
great
harder
time for
league.
Villa to play PSG right now in
Yeah, but
terms
go
of
on.
form. Like,
But we know what Champions
and
League is
confidence.
like. Form
It does help though. It does help.
it kind of goes out the window
Is
in these
PSG home?
competitions, man. I don't know.
PSG
You know.
are home.
Is
Yeah,
it?
PSG are home.
Yeah.
So it would
it's,
have been.
it's over for Villa, man.
Yeah.
It's over for Villa. They're not gonna. They're not.
No,
the
no,
defense is
okay.
not gonna be able to,
I don't
to
think
deal
it's
with that
over.
front three, bro.
I'll tell you why it's not over.
Why?
Because there's one player in the team that he loves PSG. His name is Marcus Rashford. This is a guy who, whenever he plays PSG, he just turns up.
I mean, he played them like twice.
And he scores in that game. Remember his goal on the turn, bang, bottom corner?
No, that was a special night in what
With
they say
Pogba
special night what?
in a black and white kit, with Twanzebe locked up, Mbappé and
Mbappé
Neymar.
and Neymar. Yeah, he did.
Had them on ropes.
He did.
Had him on ropes. Rashford low-key has UCL heritage in him.
But he's gonna have to show it. They're gonna need him for that.
Get
though.
in for and he's like, let's see what he can do against PSG
But
for Villa.
Rashford hasn't really been starting. Like,
He's been starting.
No, but he has not
been
been a
starting.
guaranteed start.
But you got to remember, Rashford didn't play a game for 2 months, and
maybe he's
getting
there.
match fitness mid-season
Bedding him in.
you know what I'm saying, and that was the
Yeah.
run-in. So now I think he
You
can.
think he's starting?
100,000,000%.
He has to start.
Yeah, it should
100
be,
million
especially
percent.
Morgan
in
Rogers
champs.
as well. I think
Rodgers.
They got a
decent
solid
chance.
side, man, but I just don't think they're any match for PSG.
I do think PSG will win.
They had some surprising wins though in Champions League this season though, like where people didn't really think they were gonna win.
And Villa Park Champions League.
But that's what I think. You know
quite
how you
hard to
said.
go
You know
there.
how you said like you want your tie to be away last. I think it's better for Villa to be home first in this tie.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's just like
You reckon it's better for them to be first?
in this tie because I reckon they could have built some momentum in this. I think at Villa Park Champions League night special. So who you
but
backing?
yeah.
Who you got?
I think PSG will go.
Who you got?
Plus Marcus Rashford,
PSG.
brilliant performances both games.
I just
So
asked who you
PSG.
got. I just asked who you got.
Plus Rashford, amazing performances.
Yeah, PSG.
But PSG, I think will go for.
I
it.
think PSG.
I think PSG have a good chance of winning it this year as well.
PSG.
We're rounding up the preview.
Yeah.
Arsenal.
Real Madrid.
We said it already. 4 times.
Go on.
Inter Milan, Bayern Munich.
I'll go Inter, but it would be very, very surprising if Bayern win this with all the injuries they have.
Inter Milan.
Yeah, Inter Milan.
Barcelona, Dortmund.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Dortmund. Shock. Surprise one. What can
You
happen?
reckon?
What can happen?
Yeah. Paris Saint-Germain.
Can you cut that, please? Huh?
Paris Saint-Germain. Or
Paris.
Aston Villa.
You said that bad.
No, that was
Say
very
it.
good.
Paris Saint-Germain. Go on.
Same thing.
Go on.
Same thing.
Go on.
Paris.
Paris Monkey Pops.
Say it. What
What did you
niggas
say?
on, bro?
Paris smoking pops.
Yo,
Okay, listen. I think PSG will win.
I think Christian will.
That's
yeah,
that's FIFA
PSG
ones.
will win.
Yeah, that's the winner,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna get off cam.
Huh?
Nothing.
You're gonna get rid of camera?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So that means what? Who's gonna play who quickly? There's gonna be
Arsenal is
Real
gonna
Madrid-
play Inter Milan.
It's not done yet.
Oh, it's not like
it's
that.
not on the same day. I don't think it's on the same day.
Oh, it changes.
Oh, that's jarring.
I'm pretty sure, right?
No.
Was a draw? The side's already done, though, innit?
Arsenal playing Villa or PSG.
So
Arsenal
Real,
plays it.
So
Arsenal, PSG.
so Real Madrid versus PSG.
Arsenal PSG.
Real Madrid versus PSG and the Inter versus.
Ooh,
Barca.
Real PSG is a good game.
What you doing? What you doing?
Real PSG is a good game.
Yeah, but it's not gonna happen.
So why are you shouting?
Why are you
at
shouting
me?
then?
Is this,
Why are you saying it like it's set in stone,
is
bro?
this prediction?
Oh,
I said I think it's gonna win, so I'm gonna say who I think is gonna win.
no, I thought you
Semi-final.
were saying yeah, it's happening.
Okay, anyways, can
It
we
is to be fair.
wrap this up, man?
Yeah. No, but guys, those were our Champions League previews for the quarterfinal.
Visca Barca.
Visca.
Visca Barca.
Is that Spanish?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know,
does that
so
mean?
I'm
What
not
does that
gonna
mean?
I'm not gonna go on to you.
It's a Barca thing.
What does it mean?
Basically means come on Barca.
Guys, let us know if Visca Barca
Visca Barca.
is correct term that you Culas use. You don't even know that's what it's called, innit? Culas, Barcelona.
Can you wrap up the damn video?
Culas, that's what they're called, though, right?
Just wrap it up, man.
Ain't got a clue. Anyway, man, guys, thank you for tuning in to our Champions League preview for the quarterfinals.
Thank you.
And let us know what you think in the comments. What's gonna happen? You know what I mean? The predictions.
And we're gonna come back to this. Maybe react to
who's
our
gonna
predictions.
shine? Who's gonna disappoint? Who's gonna surprise you? And all that stuff. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos in the future. Take care.
Stay tuned
guidance.
for the hate watch for Arsenal versus Real Madrid, where Real Madrid is more Arsenal. Thank you.
Peace.